Hello friends, welcome to Be Learning Club. This video is going to be very special because my approach in this video is an absolutely beginner approach. So I will create a student registration form in this video, and I store every registration information of student in my database. So my approach will be absolutely beginner. If you don't know about anything, then watch this video. If you know, then revise with this video. This video is going to be amazing, friends. So here I use this template registration info, and obviously this is the bootstrap template, and you can obviously this is the starter template of the bootstrap. So at first, just we have to create what? We have to create Django project and the Django application. So open the command prompt, and now here just create Django project. Django admin start project and dot, and now type Django admin start app, and application name is app. So you can see, and now open it with any code editor, and now go to project and go to setting at first, and just install the application. This is the first thing you have to do always, install the app. Okay, so Pi client couldn't create the conversion. What? So now go to urls.py, and here just import path and import also include. Okay, so I just close it and open it again, and import path and include. Okay, this time it's absolutely fine. Now just copy this and here paste it, and do right indentation, and app name is app.urls, and just close this bracket and remove this, copy this and save it, and go to app. Here just create urls.py, sorry, here just create urls.py folder, urls.py, and paste it here, and just remove include and admin both, and just remove this and go to the views.py. Here just type def, just create a home index request. This is very simple, you already know about this thing. Return, render, and then request, and then HTML name, and obviously index.html, and go to application folder, and here just create a folder name template, templates, and inside the template just create index.html, and now just go to bootstrap and copy the starter template, copy it and just paste it here, and also just go to Google, and I just put this link in the description box, you can check it. Just click on show code, and this is the code, copy this code, and here just create dot container content deep tag, and now paste it. Now go to urls, and here close the third bracket at first, and remove this, and from dot import views, and here type the function name of the index, views dot index, and name is index or home. This is the home page. It's absolutely fine, friends. So now basically what we do, run the server, python manage.py run server, here. And now just you can see here you can put the name and the select the date and the gender and the class and the registration. So here 1 2 3 4 5, I just create this registration form for basic 1 2 3 4 5 class. So just go to index.html. Here you can see the class 3 and paste it and paste it. You can type class 4, class 5 and change the value. Here this is the class 1, so value is class 1, and here the value is class 2. Change it basically, and value is class 3 and then 4. Copy and paste it here and copy and paste it here. Basically what we do, we actually extract the value, not this thing. We extract actually value. So now just here select and name equal. Here you can give the name and it is important, and just CLS class student class STU, or just do it class. Okay, so save it and now just refresh it and you can see it here. Okay, so here I just put one thing, mm, one label here. Label, copy the label and paste it here and put class CLASS class. What will happen, let's see. Design fully up to you friends, but I will show you how you can do that. Yes, it's class and select a date. Obviously just go to the where it is date label and input type, this is a text, and just date or save it. And now you can see you can choose the date, and here basically gender, so it's a female. So now I just copy this label and put it here, and here just change it to gender. At first I have to write this design. Okay, so it's not work. Why? Label, okay, sorry, just copy it and put outside the select. Now absolutely work. Okay, gender. Now change the value. Remember friends, this is very important. You have to change the value always, because we extract the value, not this thing. So just instead of 2 just type female, instead of 3 just type male, and then just copy it and paste it. And here just select class and here just give a name field, and it is a gender, GENDER, gender. This is very important. You have to remember this gender and the name field is always important, because by using this name field we extract the value, it is female, male, or it is class 1 or not. So basically this is name, and you can also put the email ID of the student, and yeah, it is the name. I just copy it and paste it here, and just copy it and paste another field, and here now type, this is the type is email, and student email, and there is no ID, both are ID is same, so I just remove this ID, email 1, and for email 1, email 1, and now, yeah, student email, select a date. Actually, I just change it to date of birth, DOB. So copy it and paste it here and change it to date of birth, date of birth, date of birth, and date of birth, class, and registration code. Registration code is number, you can choose it. Registration code and type it is a text type. Okay. Yeah, everything. Now here I also want to add one field, that is the admission test score. So it is the registration code. I just copy it and paste it here, and now just copy this and paste it here, and this is the admission test score. And this is an admission test is COR, admission test score. And by using admission test score you can show the shortlisted candidate, so that's why. And now here just change the ID, test test score or test, and just change it for also test test. Okay, so these are my field: admission test score, registration, and this is the field outline div class, PB, PT, PT3, and Y2. Now what? Yeah. So admission test score. So admission test score, the type is integer or number, and change it to number and save it. Our design is now ready. So just here you can see the form, and here just form action, not accept, action dot, and obviously method is what? Method obviously post. So now every post method in Django needs CSRF token. So here just type CSRF token in Django. You can see every post method need the CSRF token. So what is the CSRF token? Basically I made on this video every this is basically for security, CSRF token. And now copy it and paste it here. And now action dot means it basically submit the form in this same URL. Okay, so now go to views. Here just type if request dot method equal post. So our method is what? Our method is basically post. So if this method is equal post, then we extract the value of this all of things. So at first this is a name. So here is the input tag, and here just type name field of the name is name. This is important because by using this we extract the value of this input tag. So here the label name and the input is name, obviously name field. And now here input just give email, same for here date of birth, here just type it is name field is dob, and now here the name field is gender, and here the name field is class and registration code. So inside the input tag name field is the reg code, reg, and the admission test score. Inside the input tag give the name field and here just test for test registration reg, then class, gender, dob, email and name. So go to views. Now name equal, what is the name field in the name, and it is the name name. So yeah, just type request dot post and just put the value in the name field name, and I just want to print at first. Print name is name and run the server, and now refresh it and just type anything and submit. So we have the problem, I think. Okay, sure. Yeah, reload it, just type anything, submit. So now it is fine. You can see the name is this and the name is play. Submit. Okay, so yeah, something issue on the local server, and proceed. Yeah, name is clay, you can see. So just when you using print, yeah, it's basically give some server issue. Here you have to use the request in any http request or the same html. So here if I use this, then this issue will be solved. You can see, just refresh it and name anything, refresh it and run the server and just type anything, submit, and you can see this. And now use the client, submit, and you can see the clay here. Okay, it's absolutely working fine. Just remove this hello world. So models.py. Now go to the index.html and remove this thing, and here student registration info. So now we have to create the model. So just go to the models.model. Here just class, model name is student, inherit from models.model, and the first field is what, name equal model dot character field. Obviously character field need max length 100. Now email equal models dot email field, and now date of birth or gender. Now is the date of birth, dob models dot date field, and now the next thing is gender, gen model dot character field. Character field need obviously max length, and now class, not this class, student class or class stu. So stu class class, student class, and models dot, you cannot use the class as an variable. Class is obviously, this is an text field. And now after the registration code, this should be text field, reg models dot text field, and now again test score models dot integer field or float field. Okay, so these are the models here, and now just go to admin. You have to register the model admin dot site register, and the name is what, admin dot site dot register, and register your model. So at first you have to import the model. So from dot model import, model name is student, so here use the student, save it, and go to views.py. Here just type from dot models import student, and now here just extract the all values at first. First it is a name, then it is the email, email, then it is a email, then it is a dob gender, dob is then gen, and then class class class, not you have to use the class, so cla class, and then reg regen registration, and then test score. So use this request.post, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Now very important thing, you have to change the value. For the email input field was what, for the email input field was email, for the dob input field was dob, for gender input field was gender, gender. So just views.py, and for the gender input field was gender, and dob, and the input field for the class registration and test score is what, for the class it is class, not I just give the class value vla blah, blah class. Obviously you can give the class, I just don't want to give the class name. Okay, class name, and now go to views, and class is class name, and now just you can see the regen registration, reg, and for the test is test name field, so regen here and test. Now you have to put the all field, and all field fill the mandatory. For this you just uh, every input tag here just type required, 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 and gender value select required, and select required, and input required, and here also input required. All field fill mandatory. Now go to views, the name is name, mm, email, name, email, dob, Jane, CLAREGNTEST. Now run the server. So just put name. So all field is mandatory. CLA@com. Add rate. All field is mandatory. So DOB, gender, anything, class, registration code, and test code, and submit. Can you see? Yeah, name is Clay. This is the email, DOB, and the gender, class 4, registration code, and this is 100. This is the mark. Okay. So go to model. Here test score, it is floating number. Max length you can also use, and here just test score. Go to views.py. Now if test score, it is a number. So test, if test is greater than 100, then we need to HTTP response here, or Django message you can show. I just use the HTTP response. So render comma HTTP response, return HTTP response, and return HTTP response. Test score AC, sorry, test score. Test score is must less than 100. Save it and see. Just give a footer, anything dot um, date of birth, just put any date of birth, class, registration code, and test 1000. What will happen? Let's see. Okay, at first we have restart the server, and then just put anything, student email, and just fill the form. Registration 022, admission test score. Okay, not supported between instant str and string. Obviously, one thing you have to remember, every input field is a string, so you change to integer or float. If you have to integer the float or the aim. FLOAT float, FLOAT float greater than 100, then it's absolutely working, friends. So Python manage.py run server. So you can put a lot of condition. I just show you this one condition here, and put the name g sad, and now email gg@gmail.com. So put any name and registration code and admission test score at 123. So test score must be less than 100. Yeah, it's working. So you can see anything, and you can add any condition here. So now we want to save it into the models. So for this, just create an instance obj equal to student, and now student, this is the name, and obj dot name. and this name is what? In the model field you can see the name equal name, and this name is this variable name. Student name is obj.name, and then obj.email equal email. Now this email is the second email is the variable, and first email is the field in the model, and third obj, what is the model? Obj dob and jane. Obj dot dob is dob, and obj dot gender gen is gen obj, and after the gender, what is the model? stu class and range. Obj dot stu class and student cla, and obj dot reg registration number regn. Regn is a variable. You can see this variable store the value from the input field of the registration. And now obj dot test test, it is test. Now obj dot save. So return here, just type http response and give a h1 tag, h1 your entry and we have been saved. Okay, so by using the test score you can also show the short list of the student. You can create another index html page in another html page to show the student name. So obviously you can do a lot of things. I just show in this video how can you store the student information. So yeah, it is ready, and now just make migration and migrate. So python manage.py manage dot py make migration, python manage dot py migrate. Now you have to create the super user also. So just type python manage dot py create super user. Name obviously I always use admin @gmail.com. Don't use admin as a name or password. Admin, I just show you for the test. So now python manage.py run server. Yeah, so it's ready. So just go to the admin, and I always use admin and admin. You can see the model. So just do an entry, Tony. Just fill the entry, date of birth, registration code 0001, test score is 65%. Your entry has been saved. So just go to admin. Can we check? Yeah, you can see the student and class and test score. Obviously all are there. And you can also decorate this admin. So just go to Google and now just search for decorate. decorate admin model, admin Django, and you can see how to decorate the admin. And now, yes, instead of using this admin.site.register, you can directly use the admin.model admin. So you can also add the search field and list filter. So all of these things here you can search for it. And also I have made a video on admin, you can see also uh, available on the channel. So I just copy here this title, release year, model and length. So copy, and before use model, and you have to use a decorator here. I think it's not decorator here. I just show you my one of the project, and here this is my another project, and go to admin and list display. Obviously you can use the list display, so I just copy this and go to the admin and just remove this thing, and admin.register, and just register your model student, and model admin.model admin inherit from, and in here just type to dent your model name as its usual, stu, as is in capital, as it is in capital, student, then write admin. Don't do any mistake here. Student admin, your model name admin, your model name student, then admin. And I just name list display name test score, and what is the field for the test score? It is the test, and the gender, or gender, you can see gen, gender. Obviously in the model you can see gen. And now go to admin and go to student. You can see the name Tony, test score this, and gender is male. How cool is that, man? Add one more entry here. mm, so where is our project? So John, john@gmail.com. Date of birth, just what is the date of birth? Yeah, anything you can choose. Mail, registration code 00012, test score 78. Your entry has been saved. You can also create any HTML page, obviously you know. And for this, just instead of using HTTP response, just use the render, and you can redirect to any HTML page. Okay, so just go to admin, student, you can see Tony and John. So also you can use the list of student here. I want to show the all student name. So how can we do this? So def, and then for this list underscore stu, then request, return, render, and then just type request, and then type list.html. Here inside the template just create another file, list.html, list.html. And now this is a bootstrap. Copy, paste it here, list of student class text center center mx3, and just you can use the for loop in Django template. So for this, just search for loop in Django template em. I need just an example for I in list and end for. You can use this ull. Okay, so using for any list value, so just views, and here just type obj equal student. It is your model name, student dot objects dot all. Here you can grab the all student name, and you can also filter instead of all. So I will show you in next or any other video, so it is too lengthy I think this video. So just pass this obj here, obj, and this is obj, and now go to the list.html. Here you can use the for loop. So dot container. So for x in obj, then h3 or li, I just show you the name, x dot name. Okay, so just go to urls.py, and here just copy it and paste it, and the list path name is and views dot list list to, and name is list, and now list list, and everything is fine. So list, yeah, you can see the Johnny, Tony, and John. Okay, so you can show there also scores as well. List li test score, test test. Basically, this is the field in the models name and test. So Tony this is, and John is this, and just you will do it here, paste, and remove this ul, and remove this ul, copy this and paste here. You can see Tony, John, and the score. Score is obviously just remove this p tag. Score Tony and score, the list of the student, and this is your home page. I think it's absolutely fine. This is your home page. You can create any button here, but just you can directly go to the by URL. Also, you can create a button for the list here, list of the student. Then you have to click on this. This is very easy. This is code, and you can show the email ID or the gender as well. As if you want to show their email, just type here email, and here just type email. Email is the field in model. Okay, so email ID is this. Grab your value, and obviously you have to design it your own way. I just show you how can you create this, and you can move it into the advanced version. Why add many of things? So this is basically a student registration form. I will put this code onto the Telegram channel, or I will put in this code into the drive link in description. So join the Telegram channel if you wish, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. I want to make more interesting video, more beginner video, or more advanced video on web related. I also want to do some analysis of the technical part, what is the going on the world, like chat gpt, how it's revolutionized the world. So I also analysis of this thing, also technical analysis basically. So you can subscribe my channel. So thank you friends, thank you for watching this video. See you in next video very soon. Thanks.